Why do I feel like this is going to be a chaotic reading? Okay, let's get into this. I am Tokyo Toni. How was Tokyo Toni supposed to show up in this life? Tokyo Toni, the mother of Blac Chyna, who it seems like there's just always something going on with Tokyo Toni, allegedly mother of Blac Chyna. Gosh, I can't remember Blac Chyna's real name. Dang it. She is the mother of Rob Kardashian's child. Dream, I think? I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into this. So, how was Tokyo Toni supposed to have shown up in this life? No. Okay. Yeah, see, already getting called for stuff. Now, how was Tokyo Toni supposed to have shown up in the world? How was Tokyo Toni supposed to have shown up in the world? How was Tokyo Toni supposed to have shown up in the world? Oh, Angela. That's right. That's her name. Okay. So we have a teat. I wish I had my book with me, but I do not. But this is goddess of worthiness, abundance, plenty. This is how our girl was supposed to have shown up. And this is interesting. And maybe this is how she started out. But then we have Aunt Nancy or Anansi, which has to do with betrayal. So this just feels like life stuff. Manifestations that didn't happen. Mojadi. We have manifestation in reverse. And then Queen Ya Asantewa. Level up in reverse. Oh, I wish I had my yes, no cards handy. So that's how she was supposed to start out. So what is her feeling about her daughter? How does she feel about Angela? Okay. Wow. So, not great. Seven of Swords. This is a card about deception and gossip. And yeah, not great. It's almost like, she feels like this is Angela, actually. Walking away with certain prizes, even though swords have to do more with thoughts and ideas. But this is actually her feeling like Angela is thinking negatively about her and that it is unfounded is what I'm hearing. It's yeah, it's almost like she sees Angela walking away with new prizes, new ideas, new adventures. And on the one hand, she does feel like Angela is showing up as the fool, as not really knowing everything, but it's kind of like she thinks she knows everything in a way. It's kind of like she views her as somebody who doesn't know everything, but thinks she knows everything. She doesn't have a very high opinion of her child, which is obvious. What's going on in Tokyo Toni's mind? Like, what is the things that says the child I was meant to be? Yeah, this is why I wish I had my yes, no cards, because I'm wondering about, like, if she's jealous of her daughter. But this child, I was meant to be, sort of the things that are happening to her. It's not so much that she's jealous, but there is jealousy there. But it's more so, I deserved better. I deserved better. What you got, I deserved. And now, again, you are moving away. You know, the Six of Swords, you're moving away. You're taking your thoughts, your ideas, your energy is what I'm hearing, somewhere else, away from me, because you're on this spiritual journey. Trying to better yourself. And you have all of these things happening for you. And meanwhile, I'm left here holding the burden. And I never got to be the child that I wanted to be. What's going on in Tokyo's mind? What's going on in Tokyo Toni's mind? Forgetting oneself. So for me, this is, where's Tokyo Toni in all of this, and all of this obsession with her daughter? She's forgotten herself. She's forgotten her role. What's going on in Tokyo Toni's mind? What's going on in Tokyo Toni's mind? I also feel like this forgetting oneself is also how she looks at her daughter, right? Whereas here's Angela. Angela just wants her to be happy for her. Angela, I hope I will see you again sometime. I really don't know you. I feel like this is Tokyo Toni. I'm happy that it's over. I feel like that's Angela. Two more. I was careless with you, and I'm sorry. I feel like that's Tokyo Toni. I am different now in reverse, but she's not changing. She's not changing. She might be sorry. She might miss her daughter. She might look at all the things her daughter has and wish she was a part of it, but she's not changing. What stage of life, spiritually and energetically, what stage of life is Tokyo Toni in, please? Spiritually, what stage of life is Tokyo Toni in? Not how she's acting, but spiritually. Wow. So we have birth in reverse here. So this makes me feel like she is, whereas she's supposed to be stepping into a new phase of life, she's supposed to be birthing something new, supposed to in quotation marks. That is the stage of life, a new beginning, a new start, a new life, all of these things. But she is in reverse. She is stuck. She is stuck. I'm seeing like stuck in her own mind. Where is Tokyo Toni stuck, please? Where is Tokyo Toni stuck? In her communication. So she's not a good communicator, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. But it doesn't appear that she's a good communicator. Where else is she stuck? What cycle is Tokyo Toni stuck in, please? What cycle is Tokyo Toni stuck in? So we have the crone again, because she is an elder. I'm not quite sure how old she is, but she doesn't want to get old. So she's stuck. She's stuck in like a teenager phase. Oh my God. I literally just said that. And that was the other card. The maiden in reverse. Literally, I just said that. Wow. That's where she's stuck. And it was in reverse because it's like, sis, you're not a maiden. You're on your way to being a crone. You know? It's like, accept it. accept it. How does she feel about getting older? How does Tokyo Toni feel about getting older? How does Tokyo Toni feel about getting older? How does Tokyo Toni feel about getting older? Wow. So I have obsession in reverse. So it's almost like she doesn't even want to look at it. She just wants to act like, but obsession is here though. So it's like, wow, we have parasite in reverse and bride in a cage in reverse when we talked about aging. So it's like, of course it's happening. You can look at your body and know that it's happening. And it's almost like something is, it's happening. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand the things that are happening to her body. She doesn't understand the things that are happening in her mind, because it's almost like there are these thorns in the head. So she does not understand. Her body is turning into something else, and she feels like she's in a cage, allegedly. How does Tokyo Toni feel? What are the stories Tokyo Toni is saying to herself? Oh, this came out again. What are the stories Tokyo Toni is saying to herself? I pretend that I don't care. Wow. So she does care. She does care. Will there be a reconciliation between Tokyo Toni or what is the most likely outcome? What is the most likely outcome for a reunion? Interesting. So we do have the King of Wands. So there does need to be some action, right? Before there can even be any talk of reunion, which I have to say, I'm happy to see. Yeah, there just needs to be more action. There just needs to be more maturity. There needs to be more responsibility taken. Where does this childishness come from? Where does the childishness come from? Oh, wow. Wow. Alone in the world. So that childish, I was wondering if she was abandoned. Like, I was wondering what her childhood was like. And so I wonder if she was alone in the world, especially since 6 is a card of family in numerology. I wonder if she was alone in the world. I wonder if Tokyo Toni was alone in the world. What was Tokyo Toni's childhood like? I don't know. I have no idea. But stability came out. So I don't know. Maybe there was some sort of stability. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't know enough about her background. So what does Tokyo Toni, let's see. This message is going to be a time message. So first give us the time. Okay. What is the time for Tokyo Toni? What time frame is this reading going to cover? What time frame is this reading going to cover? Oh my God, that's so many cards. What time frame is this going to cover? What do we see next for Tokyo Toni? What do we see next for Tokyo Toni? We'll do it that way. What do we see next coming down the pike? What do we see next coming down the pike? Okay. All right. So we have communicating. So there's going to be some sort of communication. We have endings and beginnings. And then Jupiter return benefit. This was in reverse, which is interesting to me. So I feel like there is still there'll be some communication, and there'll be some kind of benefit to the conversation. It won't be a bad conversation, but because there's still this element of being stuck in the past, it's not going to be like a huge breakthrough, but there will be some communication. It's almost like baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. It's so funny because I was asking in my head for the collective message, because I do always like to bring it back to us. And I was asking, what do people who are in this situation with a parent or with any person, what is it that they would need to hear? And it is this: I was careless with you. That's what folks want to hear once they've been hurt. Like, this is what Blac Chyna would want her to hear her mother communicate. Okay. And then for communication, when will this communication happen? I have within 18 months. So some sort of communication with Angela within 18 months is what I see. All right, y'all. This was very interesting. The goddess. What goddess energy? So this is for the collective. What goddess energy would help people who have this kind of back and forth with a parent, or people dealing with a difficult parent? What goddess for people with a difficult parent? Oh, okay. So we have the goddess Minerva, and Minerva is about our beliefs. So working with Minerva to help us to separate from the overall negative energy of having, parents like this. They may not be as like Toni, but they may carry some of those energies. And that can definitely impact how we think about ourselves and what we believe about ourselves. And so for those of us who have these kind of experiences, working with a goddess like Minerva can be really, really helpful to help us with those negative beliefs. And that's it. That's all I have. Please let me know if this resonated for you. This was actually quite fun for me. And if you have any other people that you want me to do readings on, please put them in the comments. I'd be more than happy. This is a new channel, so trying to figure that piece out. But anyway, I'll see you next time.